over in America, and guess what? That's gonna open the door for more kids.
Yeah,
they know over in America.
They gonna get drafted.
He understands the value
They're gonna sit
of
overseas
branding.
for about 2 or 3 more years after that before they come over.
He understands the value of branding.
And guess who played in that country before the ball people went over there?
You did.
Pat Beverly.
Pat Beverly.
Ooh.
And people don't know that. You know why? Because it wasn't marketed like it's marketed now.
So you might see a little decline because I'm with LeVar Ball. I wish I can get behind him with it, the war against the NCAA. Fuck that. Don't go to these schools. Come on over here and get you some money. Plus get you some experience of life.
And you know what?
You get what I'm saying?
The NBA is kind of in collusion with that too, because now it's like you used to be able to go straight from high school to the pros. Now that you put all these stipulations, now you got to sit out a year. Now you got to make.
Well, that's because of the NCAA was losing so much money because they missed out on Kobe Bryant. They missed out on LeBron James.
KG.
They missed out on Kevin. KG.
Yeah.
Who else? Even before them,
Rashad Lewis.
Yeah, Rashad Lewis.
Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady. What was old boy Stevens? He was nice. Deshaun Stevens. They missed out on him.
Jermaine O'Neal was decent.
Jermaine O'Neal went straight from high school.
So you gotta figure like this: the NCAA and the NBA, they work together.
Right.
And if this market is not making money, well, we're not going to give you inside information on certain players that we got in our stockpile.
Right.
Yeah, you know about the North Carolinas, you know about all the Big Tens, but what about our stockpiles of Middle Tennessee, them good shooters that come from out of there? You get what I'm saying?
Damian Lillard,
Weber State,
McCollum.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what the NBA had. They had the NBA by their neck, Joe. Either put a rule in place, or we might just send these players overseas and watch your league suffer, because it was a point of time, them draft classes was garbage.
Yeah.
I mean garbage. Like no bullshit. The NBA draft classes were garbage.
Yeah. That's why.
Like no bullshit.
That's why I was like, even if you was the NBA, take the baseball route, man. There's nothing wrong with getting you a farm system. That way you can get these kids straight out of high school, put them in a farm system.
They got one. It's called the NCAA.
Yeah, no,
they already abide by the rules.
And the G League.
Now they talking about putting 2 years. They've been talking about putting 2 years on that now.
Right.
And now if I'm a shorty, I'm a McDonald's, I'm a top 25 pick, and I'm like, man, I don't really want to go to school. My career is hooping, and that's what I'm good at. And I'm going to be a pro, man. Shorty, if you don't want to go to class, go overseas. If you're a shorty that want the college experience and you want to hear what everybody talking about and what college you work towards, and that's what you want to do, that's your choice, take it. But if you're a shorty that say, you know what, and I ain't really trying to go to class, no way. Right. And I'm trying to get out here in 4 months and go make you some money, kid. And that's the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, my thing is with that, just live your life. That's all. We're gonna get into some more music, man. Come back. We're gonna talk some more motherfucking sports. You alright over there, Smokey D?
Oh, I'm good.
Are you just enjoying the conversation? Because you got something to say.
He's mad at Michigan State.
No, man. Because I'm indecisive with a lot of this shit with that. I mean, I don't like them making them into, they personal whores and stuff like that, making money off of them. But I do want them.
Bothers me, man.
I do want them to go to school and stuff like that. But I want them to be able to get taken care of because they generate money that they are. You know what I'm saying?
Pay them $1,000 a week. It ain't gonna hurt the school.
Or just let the boosters do it, man. Because a lot of boosters want to just look
Even
out for the kids, man. They don't want nothing from them. They don't try to make no bets. They just give them money because they doing what they do.
Listen here, I say give them $1,000 a week. Give them like a card. I went into the Navy, and we had this thing called a SNAP account. Yeah. And when we first got there, they gave us a card, to buy our underwears, our personals, and little small shit. Why not give these kids that's on scholarship a loaded SNAP program card? That's for their food. Plus on that's their money in order to survive. As long as their education taken care of, give them something to survive off of. Now, if they fuck up their money, well, that's a learning experience.
So
to
when
them.
they become pros, they know not to drag their money because they learn in college not to.
And each year as they stay, their money increase. You get what I'm saying? So if you're a full ride senior and you in your 4th year, you could be making at least about $4,000-5,000 a week.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I like that.
So even if you don't make it in the NBA, you can take this money, save it,
That's in your
invest
account.
it,
Yeah.
and do something. That way, I didn't just. Let's say, for example, the one guy in college, I forgot his name, but his knee came through. His
Oh yeah,
his
from
bone came through his knee.
Louisville. The boy from Louisville.
You get what I'm saying? Let's just say him. You know, hit Ian for me. I'll call him back. Let's just say with him, even though he came back, you know what I'm saying? Even though he came back, but still, what if mentally it wasn't there for him to do that?
But he had to transfer after that year because
Yeah.
he wasn't getting no tick no more.
Right.
Patino over recruited
Ice.
him. No, he brought another player in because
Yeah.
it was over with for him.
Yeah.
So he
Patino
had to
didn't
transfer.
know. How could you
Yeah.
blame Patino?
Nah,
Patino
I mean, he's
didn't know.
doing his job
Yeah.
as a, protecting his business as a Louisville basketball coach. But I like that, man. That way, when you graduate, if you stay 4 years, you got 150 to 200,000 in your account. You could buy you a house 22, 23.
It's almost
fresh out
like,
of college.
It's almost like you
Bills paid.
It's almost like you shareholding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You shareholder. It's like you investing in the team. The university is invested in their stock. So therefore, what you think you're gonna get out of these players? And then
Gonna get the best.
if you good enough, you can adjust it. Oh,
Of course, 'cause, I mean-
the freshman maximum bonus could be $25,000 to
we make the
$3,000.
tournament, or you average this
You
elite
get
the
what
team
I'm
in
saying?
that.
You
Yeah.
don't have
Actually,
to.
you actually make your money back that way when you do make the
And
tournament.
you could take care of
Exactly.
your mama or whoever struggling in your family if you getting 1,000 a week as
Listen
a
here,
fresh.
I have thought about this for years. I even thought about reconstructing the whole college playoff system to where it can be better, to where it can actually make sense. You get what I'm saying? Right now, the NCAA is just so political. Fuck the NCAA. We're going to get into some more motherfucking music. Be back here out in a minute. Bring your game, Sports Talk Radio, 708-328-8923.
I got a question for you, Cadillac.
Peace all on the track.
This high I'm riding out is getting kinda rough. I ain't been sober for a month. Tucking all my problems in a blunt and then I puff. Pouring all my tears in this purple filled cup. Drink it up, yo. Acting like I do not give a fuck. Couldn't give a care about somebody acting tough. What is up, yo? Is we throwing hands or you punk? If you feel enough, nigga, buck. And if not, then you could take a seat and listen up. Sup, I've been broken far too long now. Every song's a somber sound now. Young Chief won't even attend this powwow. Lost a little just like Bow Wow. But you can't find me on the ground or down now. Nah, I stay high in the sky with Lucy searching for diamonds. And best believe when I find them, I go mining. Minding my own time while I'm seeing my finite line like Mayans. I am trying, but it's hard to define it. Spending my own time. I got these empty pockets. No time to be mine. Yeah. Spending my own time. Left me with these empty pockets and a wallet with credit that's stuck in process, damn it. I wish I could travel to different planets. Party soon as I landed. Sleep wherever I planted. Probably why they can't manage me on this earth. But their actions so underhanded. Their fingers covered in dirt. So I don't listen to them slippery slitherings trying to make a hustle off a young nigga with vision and a passion to make it happen, so pay attention. I'm taxing your asses for lyrical inventions. So best get to clapping before I switch to my snapping. Kicking the door to your trap and empty my clips while I'm laughing. And I ain't backing down, nah, not never. I weather the stormy weather, whether or not I had to. I pass you, speeding down Highway 666. Just to get the HE, double hockey sticks into truck.
Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio down here in the Player Cave. Me and the homies, we just sitting down here. We discussing Chicago sports and more. Kicked off the show talking a little college basketball. Talked about the whole Michigan State situation going on down there with that sick individual. Touching on them 100 females, man. They ought to line. They ought to put him, tie his ass up and let them line them girls up and let him whoop his motherfucking ass. That's what I say. Sick
One free
motherfucker,
kick.
you. God damn it. All these women in the world, you got to go in there and do some creep-ass shit out here, and there's women with creep-ass minds that'll let you do it for free with no fucking problem.
And you a doctor.
Exactly. So you got the status
So
quo.
you could have did it with somebody else with less jail time.
You fucking dumb motherfucker. But anyway, it's a fucking truth, man. But anyway, sick bastard. But we're going to move on, man. Like I said, we're talking the whole Michigan State, and we actually took a long time. Plus, we veered off into more about the NCAA. I went off on a rant about the NCAA, and I think it's time for that to be talked about first and foremost, and quit putting up these distractions that's coming about that didn't happen years ago just to take the heat off your ass, NCAA. I'm on your ass. That's who I'm on. But we moving forward. You've been watching the Bulls a lot. You know, you the only one that ain't been behind the mic lately.
I have been watching the Bulls.
And what you been thinking of them as of lately, post Dunn?
They miss him. They miss
They
Dunn.
miss him
Big
bad.
time, big time.
They miss Dunn so big. I mean, Grant can't run the point consistently. Valentine, he can run it, but he can't because he's really an off the ball kind of guy. He could bring it up, and he want to get off the ball to make his plays. But they need a very good point guard who's used to playing that position. And then not only is it affecting him on the offensive end, it's affecting him on the defensive end. Because Dunn was a spark to the other four guys. Like when he played defense, his energy, it was like Rondo. His energy went off to everybody else, and they was ready to lock
Now,
up.
you know what? He's really good on the ball defender, but I like him as an off the ball defender because he got into passing lanes.
Oh,
as
he
an off the
definitely.
ball. So it's like they miss him on that end, like big time. But I have my own opinions about that. I just think that's coaching, organization
Hoiberg.
stuff. I think it goes a little bit up.
Oh,
because
Paxson.
it goes a little bit more than that because think about it. A couple months ago, Levine was screaming like, "I'm about ready to start playing," and they held him out for so long. And now I think Dunn is injured, but I don't think he's that messed up where it's like he's not ready to get back on the basketball court.
You got to take
He broke his
precaution
face,
with
though,
him,
man.
man.
He
You got to
like
take
hit his face
precaution
hard.
with him because that's to be honest, that's your floor leader.
Yeah.
So you want to be a little bit timid with him. I wouldn't want to bring Dunn back too fast, and then all of a sudden you have a hiccup and goddamn it some vertigo.
Yeah.
Goddamn it comes along.
The same thing
Get
you were
what I'm
saying with Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
Like, you are
Yeah.
future. Be
Hey,
patient.
just relax for a minute, man.
But with all honesty, they you know what? They told D Rose the same thing. Be patient. Go through the process.
No, D Rose was
And then they
patient
do-
on his own.
Yeah, but
D Rose was dealing with something more
I'm saying-
mental.
I'm
His
saying with the
brother was
first-
telling him
What you got to say?
Yeah.
Oh, you got Smokey D face all crunkled up, man. What you got?
again, man? I try to figure out what he. Okay, I think the whole point is though.
To
Dunn is missing. Dunn is
Oh,
that
yeah.
spark plug. Dunn is the one that's gonna have these boys running and everything like that. They get his energy, like he said, man. They getting ready to ride. Just like, man, you take out Elliot Ness from the Untouchables. What do you got?
Yeah, shit.
You just got a
I
team.
mean, you
full
have
of
police
detectives.
commander, man. They can be like, we doing our own thing. Like I say, Hoiberg ain't doing a bad job this year. I mean,
He actually not.
I've been torching his ass ever since he been here, but
You know what? Let me say this. I don't mean to cut you off, though, Smoke. Hoiberg has actually got a shit pile at the beginning of the season. He actually got a Thibodeau treatment at the beginning of the season. I don't know what it is with this Bulls organization and why they do this to these coaches because Del Negro got this treatment. Dibbs got this treatment and took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Dibbs is just a coach.
Yeah.
Now Hoiberg is getting this. And is Hoiberg a strong enough coach to handle something like this? No.
Anytime Paxson slapping coaches,
He's
like
not.
Paxson slapped Del Negro,
Right.
and you do nothing back.
You know,
Because that was you.
Man,
getting slapped back.
listen
What would
here.
have happened? What would have happened?
Pax would have been pulling back